Well, technical difficulties already. Now we're back. Welcome to the channel. So, this is something a bit unplanned. This is. It's going to be a bit of a what would you call it? Sort of it's not really a discussion, is it? 'Cause it's just me talking. two sort of topics, I guess it is. Because I've got in my collection, I've done a video on this beast here. 1989 Japanese 77 VDY Jem. I wanted to do like a comparison with one of the budget Jems, the Jem Jr. In yellow. I mean, it's probably a bit unfair of me to say comparison because they're two completely different guitars. They might look the same, but they're not. There's massive differences. Again, this has got like a white vine on it, that's got the yellow vine. That's got Path Pros in it, it's made in Japan. This is, I think these are, is it Infinity? I think they're called, the pickups in this. Now, this belongs to a friend of mine. The reason I've got hold of this was he's fitted, this is another topic, he's fitted one of these Veyz Veyz Sustainers. Basically, they're a copy of the Sustainer. I looked at getting one a long time ago, and I read some of the reviews and videos and things, and the amount of grief people had with these things. They're not working, or they couldn't wire them up. They'd only work on the low E string. Anyway, that was the problem with my mate was having. He'd got it working, and it was only working on. On the low E string. So turn that off. So my thoughts on it were, well, it's all, to do with resonance. And I know there's more to that. It's basically, it's like a magnet or something with an amplifier, and it vibrates the strings. It's like an Ebo, but in a pickup, you turn it on and off. So I just thought, well, it's all to do with resonance and harmonics. Surely there's going to be a sweet spot, and if you adjust it, you can probably get it, working as it should. So I said to him, bring the guitar around. I'm not a technician, but I'll have a look at it. I'll see if I can, set it up and get it a bit better. Do a bit of routing on it, route a battery compartment, blah 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 blah, which I haven't done. Hence the battery is dangling out of the bottom. So I just haven't got the heart to. I've where is it? There it is down there. I've routed out the battery compartment for him. And I've just said to him, he works in the building trade, and I think he does a bit of joinery and what have you. I've said to him, look, you can do that yourself. I'm not going to be routing holes in your guitar. But anyway, so back to this. So after making a few adjustments to the pickups, he had put a wire on wrong as well, which I've sort of redone. It was working, but I think he put an earth on wrong. Anyway, after a bit of jiggery pokery and changing the height of the pickups and what have you, I've got it. It's not 100%, but it is working. So turn it on. Now, as I said before, it was only working on the low E for him. It's now working on the D slightly. It's not brilliant. But if I flick this switch, it's got like 2 stages on it. Flick the switch, it works. So we're now on the G. Wasn't working on the playing strings. It is now. But if I flick it back, it doesn't work. But it will work on the wound strings. So what's going on there, I do not know. My advice would be, if you want to throw 100 quid down the drain, yeah, buy one. But, you know, if you want something proper, buy, you know, either the Fernandez one or buy the Sustainer and just spend that little bit extra. I know they're twice the price, but listen, buy cheap, you buy twice. So, that's my 2 pennies worth. Like I say, I've tried setting it up, it doesn't do the job. It's, yeah, it is what it is. Anyway, back to the Jem Jr. So, I remember a long time ago, oh God, I keep doing the things where I judge time by the age of my daughter. She would have been a baby, so, but yeah, 17 years ago. I used to be on, there was a forum called Jem Site. As far as I'm aware, it's still going. And people always used to post on there saying, oh, I've spotted this Jem 7V on Craigslist or eBay or whatever. It doesn't look quite right. What do you guys think? And they'd post pictures up straight away. We'd all be going, no, it's the Chinese copy. They were, you know, people back then were selling, you know, these Chinese gems like they do with the Chinese Les Pauls, were selling them, trying to pass them off as genuine. And people were getting ripped off. You know, these guitars were utter junk. Anyway, it was awash with, is this real, is this fake? So we'd all comment. Now, as far as I was aware, at the time, Ibanez were aware of this problem. I mean, someone's going to pay a couple of £100 for something that looks like a gem. Because, you know, most people haven't got, at the time, I think, second-hand gem might have been, I don't know, £800, something like that. £900, £1,000. I mean, obviously they've doubled in price now. At the time, people didn't have the money. So they'd buy these copies, and Ibanez were losing out. So I think it was Ibanez and Steve Vai were like, right, what we're going to do about this? Because you had the 555 series, which was, I think they were about probably £400 or £500 second hand. But again, you know, you could buy these cheap Chinese ones for a couple of £100. So, in their infinite wisdom, they were like, right, what can we do? I know, we'll make a budget gem, the Jem Jr. So they did the white one, I think they did a black one, but they did a shocking pink and a desert yellow. For the money, I'm pretty surprised by this, I've got to be honest. It plays great, set it up. I mean, the trems aren't brilliant. The knife edges wear out and they don't hold tune. So people replace them with a Goto locking tremolo system, which seems to do the trick. So obviously, you know, you can upgrade the hardware. They're probably made of the finest Chinese metal, which just wears out. So, you know, replace the hardware, you've got a fantastic guitar. With regards to this one, bloody battery going down there. I mean, you can see the colours are different. This is more neon, this isn't. It's just a bright yellow. Obviously this has got an all access neck joint. This has got the old square heel. The neck on this is a lot thinner. And it's got the edge tremolo. I mean, I've done a video on this with the specs. I don't need to remind you. But, you know, listen. For the money, great guitar. You can upgrade the knobs. He's put colour knobs on it. I've seen people that have, you know, painted the trem route on I'm aware there's someone on eBay who is replacing the vine for the same colour. I've seen there's a guy selling like pink vine necks. So if you've got a shocking pink one, you know, great. You know, there's a lot of scope for customising them, but for the money. He's not put the tremolo arm in, so we can't do any, you know. I mean, what would you use that for? Come on, I don't know. Playing in your bedroom at night. It's, yeah. Live on stage, what would you use it for? Just point it at the cab. You're going to get feedback, aren't you? Anyway. Yeah. Thanks for watching. Take care.